Although we're definitely going to want to move that a little bit more over to the left because as it is right now, it's only going to pick up both Grant and me.
I think it'll pick me up just
I think it's going to sound like garbage.
Uh-oh. Scoot your butt over, and we'll turn the camera on.
Scott,
Actually, you will want to be...
I want to scoot the camera over.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I'll scoot it up a little bit.
check it out, guys. A special watch a slightly somewhat set up edition of the My Hero Academia reviews.
Yeah, we're a little bit late because we were watching the secret ending from Remind.
Don't spoil it, Scott.
I'm not
we have
going
no
to
idea. These people, unlike you, love Kingdom Hearts the way it deserves to be loved, with a passion.
Look, people are going to have to watch Riku and Sora make out when they finally get to the end of Remind.
Shh. Gosh, I've been waiting years for this, and you're just going to blurt it out.
Hey, can you hear me just fine?
Nope.
Ever since
Probably can.
Riku reached out with his hand in the ocean, I've been waiting for them to meet.
To meet.
Yeah, see, people hear me just fine.
Woo! All right, cool. So, hey, welcome back to another episode of My Hero Academia Reviews. This one's for episode 15 of season 4. You know what? I don't remember what the actual names... Oh, something Flame?
Smoldering Flames.
Smoldering
Might
Flames.
have just watched it earlier today.
Yep.
I never pay attention to the title.
Sometimes the title's interesting, but
Every
usually...
so often I will. If
Yeah.
it's an episode I really remember.
This episode was not exceptionally memorable, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I also had to skim through it to remind myself of exactly what happened, because this is as connective tissue an episode out of any other episode I've ever seen of My Hero Academia.
This is definitely a bridge of like, hey, we just finished one big arc. We're coming into something else. Let's get those gears maybe turning, but give you some time to process what you just saw.
I like the new OP though.
Yeah,
Yes.
the opening's good.
Yeah, so
I really like it.
Let's talk about the new OP then. Kanabun, also responsible for one of the most popular Naruto openings of all time, Silhouettes. Yeah, I did the song. I can't remember what the name of it was. Festival something maybe? I don't know. It's a really good opening.
They say hero in English at some point. So they go, hero! So
yeah,
maybe that's in the title.
I really like this opening, not just as an opening. The song itself is good. It's not great, but it's good.
It's fun, peppy.
Yes, it is super pep. It is
and
pop rock. It is perfect for this arc, and the visuals are my favorite part of this opening.
Since I had already seen the episode and I was just kind of rewatching it today to refresh myself on it, I was working and had that on just in the background, and when the opening came on, definitely was tapping my toe and being like, yeah, like just feeling good.
Star Maker, that's the name of it. Yeah.
Positive feeling song.
It's da 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 da.
And really good visuals too. Like
Yep.
it's like fun looking.
And the ending like was also fun. Like it's very lightly animated, but like it has like all these photos of like different heroes when they were kids.
Yeah, and even some, like I think there's a young Toga in one picture, so like it even dips into some villain
there's some surprises in there. Like some characters that haven't even showed up yet are shown there.
Some characters that have only recently shown up in the manga are in there. Yeah.
Just them as little kids, and that's. I wonder if they asked Horikoshi to like come up with some stuff, or if they just went for it. I'm
really hoping they went to him and said, "Hey, can you make some pictures that fit these characters when they were children?" But yeah, it's actually really, really cool. There's a, how do I put this? It's got a very pop art feel.
Yes.
All through all of it. And my favorite sequence in the entire thing is actually the candied apple scene, where they make a candied apple
together.
Yeah, everyone using their powers to make a candied apple. There's also definitely go back and watch the title card, and you'll see 2 silhouettes there.
Okay.
They're going to be important for later.
Okay, I'll check that out. On the ending, even though we know it's a sad, abusive family, I thought it was a really nice picture of Endeavor, his wife, and Todoroki kind of all standing there. I was like, that's a real cute picture. And like, kind of maybe for a second, forget how dark and sad their family is.
I mean, what's really interesting about the picture that you can kind of tell based on the picture if you look closely.
Yeah, like you can definitely tell like their faces are not happy, but it's like, man, you don't see Endeavor not wearing his hero outfit really hardly ever, so it was like kind of nice seeing him cleaned up and normal-ish looking, and then just a very scared Todoroki.
And also you know what? Let's not talk about their family. Yeah.
Let's just not talk about their family. But yeah, the episode, like this episode's, it's a between arcs thing, just sort of transitioning over.
Yeah, one of the first things we see is actually the news covering the heist of.
Technically, the first thing we see is stuff we already saw
Yeah.
in the previous episode. Just a whole scene of things we already.
Hey, remember
witnessed.
Shigaraki's kind of terrifying?
Yeah. But yeah, we get the news report that Shigaraki and the other League of Villains guys hijacked the police escort and have stolen the drug.
And
which
definitely murdered that sand guy. They specifically said he
is, Oh
died.
yeah. Which, by the way, death of another hero. More deaths.
Yeah.
In some quick succession than we're used to in the show. So, as well, Deku ends up seeing it on TV and freaks out a little bit, which, yeah, you know what? I'm actually a little surprised not more people were freaking out, considering.
League of Villains gets their hands on the magic bullet that turns off superpowers. Yeah, that seems like a problem.
Yeah, Aizawa was sitting there like, it's going to be okay. You don't need to freak out. I'm like, okay, yeah, look, I understand that he doesn't need to be freaking out, but Jesus, this is a really big deal.
Keep calm, it's gonna be cool.
Meanwhile, Gran Torino and a bunch of the other police officers are fucking chasing down Kurogiri, Mr. Black Fog himself. But what they find is more than just Kurogiri. They find Giganta Makina?
Big guy.
Yeah, they find a big motherfucker.
Who I'm pretty sure is the guy who held up Ashido in the flashback with Kirishima. Like, it was a giant man who showed up and he kept going, "I'm looking for my master. Where is my master?" And then the only thing we see from Gigantomech in this episode is him referring to All For One as his master, and I will do anything for my master.
You know what?
So I think there's like a weird tenuous connection there, even though I don't know if it's
I didn't remember that,
specific.
but that could be correct. I didn't
actually,
remember at all.
Yeah, you might. Legitimately, I don't.
Yeah, like I have no idea if they ever like call back to that specifically, but after like when I watched this episode, I was like, oh hey, I'm pretty sure it's that guy.
I just want to note, like, in the Gran Torino scene, the music. There's a new track there that uses like dobro guitar and like whistles and like
Felt very Western.
It's because his name's Gran Torino. It's just a big Clint Eastwood reference.
Hell yeah!
And it was just a really fun take on the music.
Yeah.
Let's just do something goofy.
Sometimes the music on the show is like really, really good. Other times it's kind of okay. It's a mood setter, but
it's an interesting choice to just make a brand new track only for Gran Torino.
it might come back.
I was gonna say he's maybe
Presumably,
doing
but-
more stuff, so maybe they give him a theme because he might be coming back more.
I mean, he's not dead, so like he'll come back some more. But like it's like, I guess they had a music budget. They're like,
You know
let's
who
spend some of
deserves
it
a
on
theme?
Gran
He's
Torino
here a
action.
lot.
Yeah.
I'm actually wondering if that music's gonna. Sorry, I'm just wondering about whether or not if they've been using any music from the movie. I know they've at least used one song that was in the movie in here already. I'm wondering if there's any more that's shown up now, because that's what anime like to do a lot.
Yeah.
They like to make a bunch of new music for movies and they put them in the show. That's what they do with One Piece all of the time, and what they
a
did
lot
with
with
Dragon
Pokemon.
Ball. Yeah, they did that with Dragon Ball a lot as well.
Yeah, I don't know if that track was in the movie. It seemed to be pretty specific to this sequence, but who knows?
Yeah. So, of course, we find out more about Gigantomachia, whatever.
Gigantor.
Gigantor later. But we're also... So, Deku and everybody, they're home. They're home. They're
Back
so
in their
happy to
dorms.
be home, and everyone's happy to have them. And our best girl's got a fucking bunny that apparently...
She borrowed from Toga.
Coda?
Coda.
Coda.
Coda? Was it Coda?
I'm pretty sure.
I think you're
Coda.
right. I think Coda's right.
Yeah.
Toga's someone else.
Toga's
That's
the
Coda.
blood girl. Coda is the
Yeah.
animal boy.
Yeah.
That is the cutest
And
damn bunny.
Kota is the little kid with the hat.
Yeah,
in season 3.
So
Yeah.
okay, thank you,
Goddamn
audience.
names in this show are so confusing.
Why do you think that every time a character shows up for not having been there for an episode, they come not only with their names but their powers? This
Yeah.
show knows. It knows.
They know? Yeah.
It's like my dad getting mad at every character in Lord of the Rings having a weird name.
Oh God. So which one's
Couldn't he
more-
just be Bill?
So that's the, if you give them a really weird name, though, I'll remember that. If they have names that all sound similar, that's when it's a problem.
like Kirishima and
Kaminari?
Kaminari and
I got them mixed
Togata
up for
and
like the whole first season.
yeah. Also something that I noticed, Jiro is big in the opening.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
feature
All
her
over
a
the place.
lot, which
Yeah.
makes me feel like she'll be showing up a bunch in the show.
Jiro's
At least
actually
playing a guitar.
Yeah, Jiro is like a low key fan favorite. I feel like because she doesn't get a lot of screen time, but she's got a great attitude about
I've always
her.
thought she had like one of the most fun designs and one of the coolest power sets, and I really wanted to
she's
see
an
her.
alt girl, and like people dig that. Like
Alt girl.
I mean, look,
Like alt rock.
alternative.
even if she's
Yeah.
not my cool punk girlfriend, like she seems real cool. Just
Yeah.
like she seems like a cool character.
She does.
and she never seems like she seems competent, but not overly like starred. I don't know.
Yeah. So, but yeah, also deep dope.
Yeah, sick shirt.
It is. So we see. But so everybody's home. Everyone's welcoming them back. But fucking poor Bakugo and Todoroki are like, yeah, we're going to fucking bed. And they're like, it's 8 o'clock in the
Common
evening.
is like, are
What
you old or something?
He says it twice,
Yeah.
exactly the same both times, which probably was a little bit better in Japanese, but it just seemed a little bit weird in English. But yeah, they decide that they're going to go to bed because they have an early morning. So, which I am so excited. Next episode, my man.
they're jumping right into it. So
Yeah. I mean, what do you do?
yeah. But I think did we? I'm pretty sure we skipped something. Something
What?
very important. Didn't before Deku leave to go back to school? Didn't he talk to Mirio?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay.
That's
yeah.
a pretty big scene.
We actually
Yeah.
skipped a very big scene. Yeah, that's gone on you. Where Deku's freaking out a little bit about everything that happened and wants to see Eri. Eri is not in the condition to be talked to by anybody, so he decides, well, at the very least, I'm going to talk to the guy who sacrificed maybe the second most out of everybody here and goes to see Mirio. And Mirio's in chipper spirits. He's doing well. He's exercising. Probably
Stretching in his bed.
Probably shouldn't
Trying
be
to
so
keep a
active.
positive attitude.
Yeah. Nothing's wrong. Everything's great. It's fine. It's fine.
Just push those feelings down, says Mirio.
Yep. So on one hand, Mirio's entire thing here is that he wants to fulfill what his master told him. Smile, be happy, be the joy and happiness and hope that the world needs. But man, this feels a little unhealthy. Just a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna shit on the series for taking the note of, hey, heroes need to keep it upbeat and smile and push through the bad feelings. But boy, I can't imagine that he's not hurting pretty hard on the inside.
This feels like, and maybe this is a direction that Horikoshi or just the show in general doesn't want to go in, but like I feel like this could have been a good moment for like Mirio being like, when I'm by myself, I have these moments of where I will reflect and address these negative feelings that I have, and like sure, if I'm out doing my job or with people, I will always try to be that light that Master wanted me to be, but I feel like this would have been a really good moment for like Deku to see him not like that for a second, and then be like, "Oh, hold on, someone else is here. Ooh, everything's cool, everything's fine. Give me a second to be the hero I need to be."
Well, he knocked, so he had time
Fair
to
enough.
like, get
Yeah.
into character or something. But like Deku like is obviously feeling very guilty, and maybe even feels that Night Eye was right of that he was not the right choice. One for all, it's just like, hey, if I could just give you this power, how would you feel about that? He's like, I don't need it.
Yeah, just flat out
I don't know.
denies him.
Yeah.
And that's a great response. Good on Mirio.
Well, and also like I don't know if I were Deku, I'd be like, shit, he is better than me. that's how I would react to that.
Oh, he is so good.
Yeah, right.
The fact that he knows he doesn't need the power to be a hero means he's obviously the person who should have it.
My whole hero journey started with me being uncertain if that could ever happen for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the exact same situation, which kind of makes Mirio kind of better than Deku, almost objectively.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty great to honestly, it's pretty great to see Deku just go out there and put himself out there and it's like, look, you can have this. And Mirio just says, no, I don't need it. My master already told me I'm going to be a great hero. So, also...
And he goes, I talked to Eraser, and he says that maybe there's a chance that later, if Eri learns how to control her power, someday she could rewind me back to having my powers again. So
Yeah.
it's like, hey, there's still an avenue here. Maybe this can still work. But
Yeah, and also that he's like, yeah, and that would put you in a bad position, right? So I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like, God damn it, why is he so much better than me? God.
Yeah, it
gives
really...
you something to aspire to, Deku.
And so, which is also, it's also sort of interesting because God, I want to know. I want to see that alternate universe where Deku never ran into Yoshinori. I want to see what that looks like.
Probably just working as a bag boy.
Well, I want to know I want to see the universe where Tokugawa becomes.
Oh, that
all
part.
my action figures.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Deku's life's not very interesting or fun if that's what goes on.
You know what? I bet
Maybe he becomes a cop. He probably becomes a cop.
he almost certainly would become a cop. Let's be honest.
He can put the work in. So.
Yeah.
He would run a All Might fan merchandise store and just spread the good word of All Might.
So, but yeah, so that happens. There's that whole scene, Deku's kind of put at ease a little bit, and we get to see a little bit more of Mirio, which is very important, especially considering all the fallout. Yeah, they go back, and everybody decides, you know what, let's all get to bed, let's all try and rest, but the fact is, nobody can sleep. Because everything that just happened was fucking terrifying and absolutely out of the depth of these poor children. We
even get like a little flashback for Uraraka after everything was done. Her and Sue sitting down with Eraser, and her just going like, "Is there something I could have done? Like, is it my fault Night Eye died because I was the one who carried him out?" She's like, "Is it something? Was this on me?" And like just her kind of shouldering that burden for a second, and like Eraser would be like, "No, we knew what we were getting into. That you did everything right. It's like the ones responsible are all of us."
If Deku hadn't stopped him on the way to the fucking emergency ambulance, maybe he would have survived. But that's on Deku. That's not on you. Don't worry about that.
But I think a very big thing there is that her character motivation changes for being a hero. Like. She goes, like, because originally she talked about how she wants to make money so her parents can, be happy. But now she's like, I want to save people. She's been traumatized into wanting to be a hero. So, like,
Get them while they're young.
Hey, that's how most people become heroes.
Childhood trauma
is
the show.
Man, fucking My Hero Academia, PTSD from elementary school on. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But... So everybody has a little bit of a reflection, and what happened after that? Wait, is that when?
I think that's when we transition in. Like, that's when we transition into them going to the makeup exam stuff.
Right.
Todoroki and Bakugo are walking out of the dorms. Bakugo very upset that Todoroki's walking in front of him.
Yeah.
And.
He's such a punk little bitch.
Yeah, Todoroki's trying to keep things civil and calm, just being like, "Oh man, probably rough on Eraser, us asking him to do this the day after all that shit went down." And Bakugo not having any, was just, "I'm not here for small talk, just walk.
Shut the fuck up.
Get behind me, I'm the front runner here." And then, hey, that's not Eraserhead, it's Present Mike and All Might. What are they doing here instead?
Yeah, so it turns out, Gigantomachia destroyed a fucking mountain! And put Gran Torino in the hospital. They captured Kurogiri though. Which
they did get Blackgate or whatever his name was.
Kind of crazy.
It's a big deal.
It's like Kurogiri is their fucking knight on the board.
He's been the brains of the operation for a while.
All Might heard that and basically went, "Oh, so you've got them by the scruff of the neck, huh?" He's like, "Actually, the thing we let go was
might have been worse.
Might have been worse."
Yeah. It's kind of terrifying that they have the Hulk, and they're causing a lot of trouble. And now, luckily again they have Kurogiri, but a lot of them are now in the hospital.
But they can't teleport now. So
yes, and that is a very big deal. Like cutting down their transportation.
Their mobility has certainly dropped.
Yeah,
and again, he was also kind of the brains of the operation.
He seemed the most connected, like, directly intelligence-wise to All for One.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Black Fog.
Yeah.
And so they all go to the place where they're going to take their makeup exam, and they run into, the first person they run into is Endeavor. And Endeavor's like, "Oh, good, you brought my son, and now I'm going to watch, and I'm going to..."
Yeah, former number one hero.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's giving Yoshinori some tough shit.
And Todoroki, as he's getting there, he's like, "All Might's coming with us? This could be annoying." And then he's like, especially if he runs into Endeavor!
I like how he like Endeavor tells him like, "Hey, I'm gonna be there," and like Wally Stalker just fucking hangs up on him. It's like, fucking asshole.
Shoto being a little like a dick to his
Dismissive, yeah.
a dick to his father is never not good.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it
great.
is something that
Because
makes
he deserves it.
he absolutely 100% deserves everything his family gives him now. And so it's yeah, and he's there to watch his son get better and finally and pass this test. Meanwhile, we meet the two other kids, actually three of them.
Yeah.
I forget, did Meat actually fail or did he actually pass?
He failed like the guy who is not the two that are actually taking the test. He failed the first part of the exam, so
Right.
he didn't even get far enough to do the retake.
Right.
he's not even allowed to retake. He's just there to observe.
Yeah.
And then which I have to assume the one girl.
She just didn't get to take it,
Yeah.
Yeah, Cammy,
so she gets her makeup test.
yeah, which,
After being jumped by a villain.
yeah, that
Which
Is a little-
she's a horn dog.
that's a little weird, isn't it? Like,
that.
she's here, like at the makeup test. I mean, I know she didn't get a chance.
She didn't
to
get
take
the chance to take the test, so they just want to give her a chance.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, Cammy's there. Do we remember the name of the fucking mountain guy?
The
wind
wind
guy?
guy?
Yeah, the wind guy.
Inasa? I feel like it starts with an I.
Oh well. Yeah, Inasa. Okay, yeah.
That's what chat's saying.
Yep,
Alright.
you got
Hey.
it. Yeah. He's
I'm
not.
terrible with names, and I'm the one remembering them.
He's not a little shit anymore.
Yeah.
He's actually being nice and friendly because.
I really like Bakugo coming up and being like, "Hey, Baldy, what are we doing?" He's like, "We're going here. Also, I'm not bald. Check it out."
Yeah, and Cammy is just hitting on Todoroki constantly.
Not only does she say he's hot, when she finds out he's Endeavor's son, the line was, not only is he a hottie, he's a thoroughbred. And I was just like,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah, and like I don't know, like what would be the like English localization of that?
I don't even know.
Hot, but also, but rich. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
probably it.
I mean,
Purebred.
she's literally taking note of his stock.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
Upper crust.
He's-
Member of status.
Oh wow, I love eugenics. That's so hot. That's Cammy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so
I love it when my boyfriends are bred like cocker spaniels.
okay. So yeah, she's thirsty for that hot cold dick, and they're about to take the test again. And we see organized crime, gang Orca.
Yeah.
He's up there with Mr.
Sleepyhead.
Narcolepsy himself, and they're going to put them through their paces next episode.
Also, we didn't bring out that President Mike is there instead of Aizawa, and he keeps touching Bakugo, and
Yeah.
he hates it.
Yeah, President Mike keeps trying to be a big positive energy around Bakugo because it turns out
He like
Eraserhead's...
pokes his nose and shit.
He's very how do I put it?
He's a hands-on kind
yeah,
of teacher.
he's very there's actually a term for it when you're being platonically physical with other people.
You don't want to say he's handsy with the children. You don't want to say that.
Why not? I don't get it.
Yeah, but he's a bit of an extrovert, so he doesn't mind. He's a bit touchy-feely.
But yeah, but Eraserhead's busy with Eri. They kind of need him to keep her okay. So President Mike basically goes like, Eraserhead probably won't be available for a while because of all the stuff that came out last time and the
Also,
person
it's
they
implied
rescued.
he might be helping with Eri in case something goes wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the perfect person for that as well.
Yeah.
If something goes wrong, boop, turn it off.
Yeah.
Which, for some people, when their quirk goes wrong, it's hilarious. When her quirk goes wrong,
People disappear.
yeah.
People
So,
just stop existing.
that's
they are
neat.
rewound out of history.
That's fun. That's cool. So yeah, luckily, perfect person for the job. And yeah, so that's basically the episode. It's a lot of connective tissue. Introduces a couple of neat things. Gigantomachia is a big deal. We get to see that Kurogiri's been taken into custody. Our boys are about to take their makeup exam so they can become full-fledged heroes.
And it's the first time Endeavor and All Might have seen each other since All Might's retirement.
Diminishment.
Ooh, that's a harsh
That's a
term.
harsh way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how Endeavor would put it.
That is how Endeavor would put it. Ever since your diminishment, My best Patrick Seitz impression.
But yeah.
And
Is that what we're doing now?
Yeah.
yeah, no, we're just all back and forth to one another. We talked about the new ending also a little bit with all the pictures and stuff, and then
I guess there's the next on.
yeah, next on looks like the whatever this test is involves children, so I think that'll be hilarious. Surely Bakugo will have trouble talking to kids and not scaring them.
Go ahead.
Hold on. So somebody's saying this isn't a makeup exam; it's just a remedial course. Do they? Is this not?
It's kind of both. Like they gotta it's
Yeah, I think it's like a class.
It's
that
their
might...
road to getting their license.
Yeah, I don't know if this is necessarily a test as much as it's like a class to get them caught up on what they feel like they
at the end of this road.
At
the end of this road, they get their provisional license. That's the gist of it.
Yeah. So I kind of feel like at that point, it's a makeup exam, right?
Yeah. They
It's a
teach you some
makeup
classes
course
and then
in the place of an
and then
exam.
you take the exam again, kind of, or a different exam. But yeah. Also, I just want to note, like, unfortunately, and this didn't bug anyone else, but production took a dip again, like a huge
No, I can
dip
definitely
back
tell this
to where it
episode
was before.
was a bit lower.
Oh yeah, no. There's
Like some characters are like Deku has his neck is huge and some it's really
actually yeah.
off.
Oh my god, I noticed his neck.
And his hair was off in a lot of shots. Like it's just one of those things where production took a dip again, and I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's because of the movie or if it's because they put a lot of work into what comes next. I don't know.
I didn't really notice it all that much, but then again,
It was
this,
it was something I was looking out for. Honestly.
yeah, this was just not an episode I feel like that required a whole lot of fantastic art and animation. Mostly because it's just a very plain by the numbers episode.
I think season 2 spoiled a lot of the show for me because season 2 even moments like this were animated really well.
nice.
Yeah, I won't lie. There's a lot of problems with this season, top to bottom. But again, the story that it's telling is still good.
Yes.
And its characters are still good. So it's not failing, but it's kind of getting a B minus in its art and animation department right now, which is a little frustrating.
I liked seeing Present Mike have to deal with the awkwardness between All Might and Endeavor. When he was
I'm gonna go get some coffee.
It's like, well, I'm not needed here. You guys have fun talking. I'm gonna go grab coffee. See ya.
Yep. Yeah, because he has a lot of awkwardness to deal with at the school.
Oh yeah, and they said they Endeavor said he wanted to talk to All Might. I forgot. We didn't mention that.
Oh yeah,
he was very specific that he wanted to speak with him.
So apparently we'll see that later.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like I had noticed it before, but I think we just got a better look at Present Mike more often than we have in recent memory. Completely forgot that dude had a mustache.
Oh yeah, he's got that very
I
thin.
pictured it as like
busy.
a goatee, but when I saw him and I was like, no, it's just like the little mustache. Okay.
Yeah. It's just his design is so busy; it's easy to forget details.
Yeah. I mean, I love his design, but yes, there's so much going on there. That it's like, oh my god, he has something on his face.
And it's pretty minor, but we do also get a callback to the scene when Deku kind of broke down in front of Ida and Todoroki, with Ida being like, guys, don't crowd them when they came back to the dorm. They've clearly been through a lot, and I'm sure it's been affecting him. And he kind of just gives Deku a knowing look, and we see it for a second. It's just like, oh yeah, these characters do remember things that happen to each other, and that's nice.
It's just telltale. Ida will remember that.
Yeah. Very much so.
Also, small remark, but Ida in a fucking sweater, or a turtleneck sweater, snazzy as hell. I love. It doesn't happen enough in the series, but I like it when the characters dress up in new outfits.
I like the casual looks for a lot of the students.
Yeah, they're civvies.
Yeah, I don't know what Aji Fry or whatever was on Bakugo's shirt was, but having Fry in the name just seemed perfect.
And yeah, then after the episode, it's kind of just watching the ending, which starts off with just everyone looking sad in their own rooms, thinking about trauma, and then it has the happy photos. But first, it's just everybody's sad in bed, including French boy.
Oh yeah.
I am always twinkling.
Yeah, he
Never
cannot stop
twinkling.
sparkling.
Whatever. I cannot stop sparkling. Or whatever it was. Yeah, even he looks sad. So.
Also, what's the name of the bunny girl in the ending? Do you remember her?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hasn't even shown up in the.
Yeah, she hasn't shown up
she's
yet.
She's nowhere near showing up in the anime.
Kind of no. Like when you see her on the
thick bunny girl.
Miriko, yeah. Oh my God, Miriko.
Thick bunny girl. That's her name.
Yeah. Yeah.
She looks like a bunny girl in a Street Fighter game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's straight out of fucking Killing Bites. Like straight out. And she hasn't shown up yet, but I remember when she first showed up in the manga, the thirst, my God. My Twitter was just like fucking Guerrero. Guerrero was like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, she's later.
And you said the opening had the silhouettes that I should keep an eye out for? Okay.
Watch the logo.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see two people dancing. It's actually pretty great. So yeah. But yeah, so I think that's most of this. I think we've kind of done everything we can. We said everything we can.
I brought up every minute detail I could think of from watching it like 3 hours ago.
And,
and,
I think we're good.
Well, hey, there you go. That's been another My Hero episode. We'll be back next Monday.
There wasn't that much to talk about.
Not a whole lot this episode.
Not a lot of meat.
Well, hey, if we're gonna talk about things and fill some time for a second, I watched like half of that Netflix Ni no Kuni movie.
Oh yeah.
Seems really generic.
The fact that you only watched half of it tells me that you were not enthralled enough to finish.
It did not seem amazing, and it didn't seem like it was gonna go too much further or better than where I was on it. But it does look real pretty. So if you want something to just kind of look at, it seems like it might be all right.
I don't know if I'm being honest with you. If Ghibli is Disney, then this feels like when I saw it, I'm like, this is basically the Ghibli equivalent of one of those direct-to-DVD Disney movies. And I have no interest in discount Ghibli. I already watched The Witch's Flower or whatever that was. Which some people really like that movie, the one about the little Mary the Witch, or God, I can't even remember what the name is because it was basically every Ghibli movie you've ever seen. So when I saw that they made a Ni no Kuni movie, I was a little bit interested. And then
I thought it was going to be a series. I was disappointed when I found out it was a movie because I was like, that universe is actually cool, and you could probably make a neat story there.
Mary and the Witch's Flower, that's it. So, but yeah, if they ever make a series out of anything, if Ghibli would ever make a series specifically, we better get our damn Nausicaa series. I would kill for that. Oh my God, that would be amazing.
I don't know. I've never cared about Nausicaa. I love Castle in the Sky though. A whole series based on like the steampunk shit in there would be fun.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just did Laputa have a manga?
I had a book.
Oh yes, it had the book. Duh. Yeah, I guess you could probably make a long form adaptation of that, but I do know that Nausicaa had a longer manga, so I feel like that lends itself better to a full show.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never cared about Nausicaa.
But if we're talking about anime you should be watching, and I don't know if Kieran has seen this, but he absolutely needs to, and I think you'd actually get a lot out of it too. Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, or just
Eizouken. I think I saw you talking about that.
That's the one with the angry-looking girl?
Yes. It is a series about a bunch of high schoolers who want to make anime, and it is the best anime out right now. It is the best anime I have seen in the last several years. It might be better than Mob Psycho for me. It is exceptional. It is amazing. It is passionate people passionately describing their passions, and it's perfect. Oh my God.
That premise, it sounds like, so is it not very super like fantastical? Is it?
Oh, it is fantastical as fuck.
Okay.
But in a way that when they want to describe to you exactly what they want to establish with the animation that they're talking about, the world changes around them to reflect it. So it is impressionist representation of the process of animation, and it's amazing. It's stupendous. I cannot talk this fucking show up enough. Eizouken, the music, the art, the animation, the voice acting. Oh my God, the actress for the main character is so on point. And actually, all three of the main characters, if I'm being completely honest with you, they are killing it. They're amazing. This show is so absolutely good, and if you love animation, if you love anime, you've got to watch this show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't think we were ending this MHA
This-
recap with a commercial for another anime.
Actually,
but I won't. I don't blame you.
You remember one of the last MHA reviews? I was like, there was something I wanted to say. That was
This?
it!
Okay.
I wanted to talk about how much I loved Azoken, because Anime FMK is probably never going to come back in any form. So if I could just take a moment to talk about the anime that I'm liking right now.
No, I think that's a good one.
Yeah, it's... I highly recommend it.
Is it streaming on something?
Verve.
Okay.
Yeah. So if Verve, it has all the Crunchyroll stuff, and it's on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
So if you want to watch it, it's on there, and it is stupendous. Do you think Azoken will get a dub? Maybe. It would be tough to see Azoken get a dub because they talk a lot about technical stuff, and I'm not sure how well that would carry
Translate.
over. Yeah, it'd be it's going to be a tough show to dub. I won't lie.
Nah, that hasn't stopped people before though.
No, definitely not. I mean, they made a Nichijou dub.
But yeah, I to be honest, I probably won't check it out, just because I'm not big into slice of life anything, and I know it's a slice of a slightly more interesting life, but still not really my thing.
But you're an artist, and it's art.
Yeah, it is. It is
Driven.
all
There's a
about
lot of art I don't like.
It is
What?
entirely about the process of making animation, represented fantastically.
And I live that. I don't need that.
No,
I don't
that's
need to
fair.
watch that.
It was actually sort of amazing because they make a direct reference to Future Boy Conan in the first episode. I don't know who they had to talk to get the rights to basically just show the footage from that, but they did, and it's amazing. It's really a look into the way that artists conceptualize their process. They even show you for battle scenes, sometimes animators will get up, take a sword, and just swing it around. Mm-hmm. They will take photos or pictures of themselves to then reference immediately in the art. They talk about how moving backgrounds, the fourth episode is literally how do you cheat in animation to give the impression of movement without overstretching your schedule and your budget. And
It's probably good for normies to at least understand.
Fuck you, Stefan.
To understand the process of it.
Boo this man.
and how it can be difficult despite not looking very hard.
it's actually sort of amazing because if you're a fan of Gainax and you saw the Daikon 4 video, and if you know what I'm talking about, then you probably already have an idea of what this series is about, because it is basically that video and the explanation of how it was made. The Daikon 4 video, by the way, is the opening that was made for an anime convention in Japan called Daikon. Was it 4 or 7? I think it was 4. And it was basically the original Gainax animators, like all the old school guys. Ano, in fact.
Okay.
I
recognize that name.
Working on a 7-minute video that was supposed to be the opening for Daikon. Made on 200,000 American by I think 12 people maybe. And it's stupendous. It's amazing. It's full of everything. Every classic trope from anime, all in one video. It's stupendous.
Is that the one that's from their early years, with the Star Wars shit in it?
Yeah, it is. It's got Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And from Fooly Cooley makes a direct reference to it, actually. The scene where she's got the bunny outfit on. Yeah, flying around on the guitar is a direct reference to the Daikon 4 video. And Azoken is like, here's how that video got made.
Here's how that happened.
Yeah, that's what the first 4 episodes basically are. And it's magical. It's magical. And it's got a bunch of Ghibli people on it.
Nice.
I ended up looking up, all right, who's the director? Who are some of these animators? Yeah, no, it's got veterans all over the place, and it makes a lot of sense. So, it's the sleeper hit. It's the sleeper breakout. I don't think anybody
I saw you talking about it, and I saw a couple other people mention it in passing as something to keep your eye on this season.
I should also note, it's Yuasa, aka Kaiba.
Okay, yeah.
That's
got
Devil
my
Man.
attention. I
Yeah.
love that person, that aesthetic.
Yeah, he's the director of this. He's the director.
Okay.
So yeah, you've got Yuasa, you've got a bunch of Ghibli people, you've got an amazing schedule apparently, because every single episode has had an unbelievable set piece, 4 episodes
I
straight.
just love how excited you're getting about this.
I feel like every time I bring it up, only a couple of people respond, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be shitty here. Y'all watched Demon Slayer. You're not gonna watch Eizouken? Demon Slayer is the most boilerplate anime I've watched in so long. It's got some amazing animation. It's got an amazing score, but it is so trite. I've seen all of the stuff that Demon Slayer has done before. Eizouken is doing things I've never seen anime do before. It's crazy. It's amazing. So
I like seeing teenagers kill monsters.
Look,
I don't care about seeing teenagers talk about animation. And I'm an animator. I don't give a shit.
Hey, look, as a guy who's still watching Demon Slayer and enjoying it, it is one of the most like uninspired shows I've seen in a long time. I know that
Its art definitely goes a long way for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't want to read the manga. I only want to experience it through the anime because the anime is great. I'm not saying the story is great.
I just watched episode 19, and
and the music's amazing.
Oh yeah, the music, yeah. And I just watched episode 19, and anybody who's watched Demon Slayer knows what 19 is. It's the episode. Apparently,
it's pretty hype.
Yeah, it is. It's got an amazing sequence in there.
If you don't plan on watching the whole series, I highly recommend just checking out that episode.
Yeah.
It kind of encapsulates everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Hey, I know I don't gotta drag down Demon Slayer. I know, and you should never drag down other things to prop up other ones.
Yeah, you hypocrite.
But sometimes it's what feels right in the moment. It's what you need to say. He had a heated anime moment.
A heated anime moment. I said Ningen on a stream.
We said some things we didn't mean.
Is Weeba slurred?
Oh no. Now we're tiptoeing into dangerous territory. Anything else we want to talk about before we sign off?
You watched The Big Short. That's good. It's not an anime.
I watched guys, watch The Big Short. Learn about
It's from 2015.
Learn about the banking housing crisis of 2008. It was actually incredibly detrimental to the economy, and nobody talks about it because nobody understands it.
The movie's actually extremely entertaining.
It's super good. It's 100% very, very good.
It's hilarious and also educational.
Ooh.
I just unsold everybody by saying that last part.
Pretty much.
Oh shit!
It makes you enjoy learning things, though.
Oh no, I guess I shouldn't talk about Eizouken anymore then.
Don't teach me anything.
By the way, Beastars is coming to Netflix in March. Definitely watch that. 100% definitely watch that. Oh, and yeah, watch Kipo. Kipo's amazing. Kipo and the Age of the Wonder Beast. It's actually made by the guys. It's made by Studio Mir.
Okay. They're the original Avatar.
Korra. No, they're the Korra studio, not the original.
Oh wait, they didn't. Okay.
Yeah, no. Studio Mir worked on Korra.
Okay.
Tin House or something worked on. I can't remember.
Three animation studios worked on Avatar. So.
Yeah. Studio Mir is working on Kipo and the Age of the Wonder Beast. It's one of the best American animated series I've watched in a good long time. It's got some amazingly animated sequences, fantastic characters, just a fantastic.
So fantastic.
Yeah.
Netflix is a problem because this stuff gets into the conversation way months before we get on Netflix. Like this happened in Little Witch Academia. I was excited for that, and then it came out in Japan. It was part of the conversation, and I was like, I want to watch it. And then it gets on Netflix, and the conversation's over, and I stop and I forget about it, and I've still not watched Little Witch Academia. I really wanted to.
Oh, good. Little Witch Academia's first season's actually really good. Its second season completely loses track of what made the first season any good. Oh. The first one was like, what if Harry Potter, but with a bunch of girls, and the second part is, okay, but we need to actually focus the story, and the story focus is actually really boring. They decided that the main character actually needed to be the main character, and that was the wrong move. Also, it tries to make this like big allegory about how digital animation versus traditional animation, and it kind of just like ruins the story.
Huh.
So.
Oh, but those guys' next show looks really fun. DNA.
Oh, the next movie. Yeah, and
is that a movie or a show?
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
Yeah, the furry one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be a show.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in it. But yeah, Netflix jail fucking sucks. It's really bad. And it's not as much of a problem in other countries. But in America, they keep saving things until like they have the entire season dubbed. It's so frustrating.
I'm not going to watch the dub anyway, so just give it to me.
I mean, I know there are a lot of people out there who only watch dub.
That's fine.
Yeah, dubs are made to expand audiences, and I get that. They're never supposed to replace people who would otherwise watch the Japanese version.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with watching the dub. We're not like fucking subs or die.
Yeah, but you know, as a guy who also wanted to watch, like, I saw all of Little Witch Academia as it was coming out on Netflix because I didn't want to pirate. I didn't want to do that. But
People saying it's a show. You fucking liar.
what? Wait, what?
It's a show.
It's a show?
Yeah, I thought it was.
Okay, to be fair, the first time I ever saw it, it was it was a poster and it looked like a movie.
Yeah, there's a trailer now.
Oh,
Like,
huh. Okay.
you haven't seen the trailer?
I mean, I've seen the trailer.
Okay.
I just didn't think that it was going to be a show. I thought it was going to be a movie.
It's going to be a
like
show.
like kind of like Premiere.
Yeah, no, well, Premiere just came out, so why would they have another movie just coming out?
I guess that's true. Well, okay. Okay. I guess we're getting 2 furry anime in 1
Yeah,
year.
exactly. Like they're taking over.
Yeah.
You're people.
Look, it was Zootopia,
What's
and
happened to this world?
what do I think about Promised Neverland? We need a second season. Yesterday is what I think about Promised Neverland. I read the manga week to week on Viz.com. Yeah, you can get all the newest chapters for free in the last 2.
Hey, we're not sponsored. Don't.
I got caught up on Promised Neverland over Christmas. Very good.
I have not touched it yet.
It's a pretty good show. A pretty good manga.
Seems like a suspense.
Well, the
thriller.
anime I got caught up on. I have not read the manga.
Yeah. So, one more time, I'd actually like to apologize for dragging Demon Slayer to make fun of Eizouken. I was getting spicy, and again, I don't approve of tearing down the things that people like just to push the things that I like. And to be,
But that's how good this is.
Yeah.
Is that it drove
He will-
him to such lengths.
He will abandon his morals, abandon his values.
yes,
That's
yeah.
how badly you need to keep your hands off of Eizouken?
Eizouken. Yeah.
That's how much you need to keep your hands off Eizouken.
No, get your hands on Eizouken immediately.
Oh, well.
And also, I am a fan of Demon Slayer. Don't let that be. Don't post. Wow, Scott just dragged Demon
Kaiser
Slayer.
Neko
Shit.
claims to be a fan of Demon Slayer,
but
but was
in-
also quoted saying, "The most trite I've seen it all before." Is that someone you want to be president of anime? Hi, I'm Grant, and I'm here to tell you that this anime review is over. And when I'm made president, no one will say such harsh things about beloved cartoons. You can count on it.
Bugs Bunny's my favorite anime.
Yeah! What's up, Doc? Not inflation. I don't know where I'm going with
Bugs
that.
Bunny wants you to fuck like bunnies. Please repopulate Japan.
Bugs Bunny wants you to dress up like a girl to confuse that hunter that's been chasing you.
Actually, it's super funny. Bugs Bunny was called anime in Japan because
I mean,
they don't
yeah,
really
'cause it's- 'cause it's-
differentiate.
Yeah.
Because in Japan it's anime.
Cartoon.
Yeah, and it's animation, which
Yeah.
I've gotten into so many. I used to get into arguments about this. Now I don't need anybody petty enough to actually argue with me about it anymore. About anime and anime. Because I knew kids back when I was in high school and college that were like, it's pronounced anime. And I'm like, no, it's pronounced animation. Shut up.
Damn.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say Kefla. 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 It's Kefla. God damn it!
But it's Goku.
It is Goku.
Okay.
Because it's a Japanese fucking word. Toranksu is a fucking American word, so I'm gonna pronounce it like an American word. God damn you.
Seems like.
Turn off the goddamn review! I've been waiting for you!
Okay. We can do that.
Thank you, everybody. See you around. Bye!
Mike is still on because OBS is frozen.
Hello? Hello?
There's yep.
Oh, yay. Okay, hey. So I'm reading bits. Reading the bits. The bits. 3 days, an hour. What is wrong with this thing?
It doesn't show us the bits.
It didn't show us the bits?
I
God.
don't know what's going on with it. Hold on. It's not showing stuff from recently. Mike can still hear you. It's just not very loudly.
I
Just
wanted
talk
to read
forward.
the bits. What the fuck?
Hold on. It says it's gotta be showing bits. Huh. Not sure why that happened.
We should really have the fucking, what's it called up?
We'll fix that up.
Yeah, we'll fix that later, but in the meantime, let me thank Monman 1, Ashbarion, and SSJB Gohan for the 200, 200, and 100 bits, respectively. You guys made it up into our weekly top cheerers.
Woo!
So thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome, as always. And yeah, I guess those are the only bits that I can see right now. I'm so sorry, you guys, but you're awesome. 500 bits from Ishouse. Ishouse, you're a mod. Stop getting us money. Scott, you and I are going to need to have to talk about some animated cartoons. Over some beer, you got me. Anytime. All right, everybody, you guys are awesome. I'll see you later.
Mutant.
Yeah, should I just end it?